You know, there's gotta be something fascinating when someone who battles legendaries on a daily basis can overcome said legendaries, but the moment he tries to use those very same legendaries, he just flops all together. Why do I do this? How does this happen? I do not understand it. I'm so used to fighting these legendaries. I know how they work. I know how they fight. I've fought them countless times. I should understand how to use them. And yet when I try to use them, well, let's just watch the results and just show you what happens. Let's start this off with a battle between me and Potato. Because what better way to show off Impy demonstrating his prowess with the legendary Pokemon than by an arch nemesis, someone he still can't seem to overcome nowadays, Potato. Now, I'm going to start this off with Cresselia and Cobalt, my Metagross. He's going to start this off with Whimsicott and Lucario. Now, he's going to go with the beat-up strategy. He's going to be going for his max-attacking, justified Lucario. This is a seriously scary Pokemon, people. It's very scary. Yeah, this beat-up is going to keep going until he's at max attack, people. This is just going to keep going until the Justified has given the Lucario +6 attack. Any second now. There we go. Okay, the attack's done. It's hit 6 times. He's at maximum attack. Crunch comes out from the Lucario, smacks into Cobalt. Oh yeah, he definitely has the power to withstand that attack. Rest in peace, my pseudo-legendary. Psyshock coming out from Cresselia because, you know, I thought he would go like for a Dark Pulse or something, but no, he's a physical attacking Lucario, so this automatically is really starting to get scary. Now, out comes, I'm going to swap out Cresselia, and I'm going to send in Achilles, because I figured maybe he'd be able to withstand or be able to do something for me here. Lucario, going to go for the Mega Evolution here, going to be dealing some mucho bad damage to Impy as the Mega Lucario comes out, and he's going to be dealing a lot of damage. First off, Tailwind is established for my opponent, thanks to the Whimsicott with the Prankster ability. Then Drain Punch comes out from Lucario, smacks into Azula. Fortunately, she's got the Focus Sash, so she's at least able to survive one shot. That is all she's got. She's only got one chance to survive this. Dragon Dance comes out. It's my only hope now. Get some damage off here. Try to maybe outspeed, but unfortunately the Tailwind is going to prevent that, and Achilles not able to get the speed off. Endure comes out for the Lucario. Be dealing some more damage to me. Leech Seed is gonna be set up on Azula. I don't know why he went for that. He outspeeds me. There's no way I can outspeed him. Even with the Dragon Dance, I get a nice, you know, Drain Punch off, but I'm still confused as to why he went for the Endure. There's no way I could outspeed him. He could literally go for an attack, finish off Azula, or finish off Achilles. He's at +6. There's no way I can't survive that. That was my one Focus Sash. I went for a Screech, but it's not gonna do anything because my only physical attacker is gonna be outsped. Taunt comes out from Whimsicott onto Achilles, so he can no longer Screech or Detect. Bullet Punch comes out. He even has priority. What is he afraid of? And that's the end of Azula. She did not get a chance to fight back. Air Slash comes out. Since I know he can't rely on the Endure to protect his Lucario, that is going to be the end of his Lucario. Good job, Achilles. Staying in the fight, at least, bringing me back into it somehow. Now, Tapu Koko on the field. This Tapu Koko is quickly turning into my nightmare Pokemon. Normally, I don't fear Tapu Koko, because I usually can fight it, but now I'm starting to hate this Tapu Koko. Really starting to hate it, because it is signaling when I can't win a battle if there's a Tapu Koko on the field. Out comes Primal Groudon now. This is the first time I've ever used Primal Groudon in a battle before. Legit. I never used Primal Groudon for any reason, people. So be happy that I'm pulling out Primal Groudon for the first time. Desolate Land set up, so I've got the harsh sunlight on the field. And what better way to demonstrate that power then with my very first bred competitive Pokemon Kindle on the field as well. Wild Charge connects onto Kindle. That's going to deal so much damage, and she's not even going to get a chance to show off, so rest in peace, my hype. And Leech Seed just going to connect on, going to, deal some more damage to poor Impy. Tailwind is gone, at least, and now Impy has a plan here. This is where Impy's going to show off something else. He's got an idea with Cresselia. Normally, this plan uses Cresselia and has her skill swap the ability Levitate onto the Groudon. In this case, I'm going to skill swap my Cresselia's ability and take the Whimsicott's Prankster as I activate the Weakness Policy. So all things considered, this is actually working out pretty well for me. I'm activating my Weakness Policy. Cresselia is still on the field. Precipice Blade comes out, gonna deal some great damage to my opponent. That's gonna be the end of the Gardevoir on my opponent's side of the field. I should have gone for I should have gone for, say, an attack here, but I wanted that Prankster ability. I wanted the Prankster ability so that I could set up and restore my HP with a Prankster Moonlight ability with the Sun Active. Now, the Elite Seeds are still on the field for my opponent. Still going to be setting up these defenses. Tapu Koko back on the field. This is a physical Tapu Koko. And Cresselia's not used to fighting against physical Tapu Kokos. She may have like a, physical defense stat increase, but she's not prepared for a physical Tapu Koko, especially in the sunlight, especially with a Z move on the field. Gonna be smacking right dab into her. So Tapu Koko going for the Z Wild Charge Gigavolt Havoc straight into Cresselia. There's only one Pokemon he can put this into where it will have an effect. And that's going to be the end of Cresselia. She can take a lot of damage, but she's not going to take that much firepower. No way she endures that. Rest in peace, Cresselia. Didn't get a chance to use the Prankster ability that I stole from the Whimsicott. Now, meanwhile, Achilles back on the field, gonna be trying to do something for me here. Gonna set up the Detect now. And this is where Impy decides, you know what? I've had enough of this. I've had enough. I'm done. I want to finish this off once and for all. I want to get rid of this thing on the field. Lava Plume hit everything on the field with unbridled power. And I do indeed unleash unbridled power. Tapu Koko gets the burn. Whimsicott wiped out. Achilles just sweating bullets, barely staying alive. Barely clinging to life, Achilles is. Now, out comes Landorus. This is where Impy knows he's in a bind. He does not have many options left. Landorus is on the field without the Levitate from Cresselia. He can't survive it. Nature's Madness coming out from Tapu Koko. Gonna be setting up the explosion coming out from the Landorus. I did not predict that he would go for an explosion. I thought he would go for like a Protect on Tapu Koko and try to go for Rock Slides or something like that, but an explosion? That really caught me off guard. I mean, given I should have expected that, but rest in peace my Primal Groudon. Rest in peace my Harsh Sunlight. Achilles, still on the field, barely clings to life, just munches down on a berry and calls it a day. Air Slash comes out from Achilles, but there's nothing left. There's no one left to shoot at. And the electricity finally dissipates and goes away. Now there's only one Pokemon each, and he's got the recovery ability. He's got the recovery. Achilles can't fight back against it. I've only got one hope, and that is to Air Slash spam and pray for like a crit, pray for a flinch, pray that I can do something in this battle. Toxapex only has to land 2 attacks. I have to land like 5 and get lucky with crits and flinches. Baneful Bunker comes out from Toxapex, just gonna taunt me, just gonna keep on putting more and more strain on poor Achilles. He's gotta land so many hits, he's gotta land so much. And I wish I could help him, but I've done all I can. All Achilles can do is just spam air slash. Now the final Scald comes out. I don't get a crit. I don't get a flinch. That, well, my opponent gets a crit, though, so rest in peace, Achilles. There goes Achilles. I lose the battle against Potato. GG to Potato. But we're not done yet, because I've got one more battle to show off, and that is a battle with, that's right, you see it on the field, you see it on the team preview, it's Impy and Darkrai. Now, I had this crazy idea. I had a crazy plan here, and it sounded solid on paper. It really sounded solid on paper. You're about to watch this now. As I lead off with Darkrai and Yara, my opponent leads off with Comfy and Vikavolt. Gravity! Okay, everything is on the field. Now that everyone is stuck, my wide lens Darkrai goes into Dark Void, lands the Dark Void on both my opponent's Pokemon. They aren't going to be able to do anything this turn. Comfy didn't set up a Calm Line, didn't set up the Trick Room, didn't get to do anything like that. Not going to attack this turn, so all things considered, everything has gone according to plan. My opponent is asleep, my Darkrai is on the field, setting up the bad dreams, and things are just going to get crazier and crazier. Now, here comes where Impy pulls out the Shenanigans raid. Comfy trying to go for an attack here, but not able to because of its asleep. I pull out the role play and copy Darkrai's Bad Dreams ability. Now I have two Bad Dreams on the field. Gonna be setting up here a Nightmare onto the Comfy so that it takes even more damage while it's asleep. This is so wrong on so many levels. Okay, Nightmare gonna be doing some damage to there, but here comes the double Bad Dreams. Bad Dreams affecting both Pokemon on the field. Yara's Bad Dreams now affecting both Pokemon on the field. So this is slowly doing so much damage to my opponent. Gonna set up another Nightmare here, but Impy makes one fatal mistake. Makes the mistake of, first of all, not trying to charm a Comfy. Why am I trying to charm a sleeping Comfy? Really, why are you doing that, Yara? Trying to set up some crazy shenanigans. But nope, I forgot that Dark Void only lasts 2 turns, and I'm still staring down a Bug type with Bug Buzz. That is going to be the end of my Darkrai. Doing so much damage to me. Vikavolt also has a Shell Belt. They really need to buff that thing if they intend to keep that item. Trick Room now established for my opponent. I'm going to be setting up the Trick Room, and my opponent is a slow Trick Room team. I do not have many options when it comes to that, or how to counter that. I've only got one, and that is Yara. Floral Healing now coming out from the Comfy. Gonna be going straight into the Vikavolt. Not that it needed the health really, but hey, why not while you get the chance. Bug Buzz comes back out, gonna be connecting onto Yara. Dealing some mucho damage. That's the end of Yara. He did not get a chance to do anything else. He only had one thing, and that was to copy Darkrai. Now, Hyper Voice comes out, Choice Specs, critical hit onto the Vikavolt, so I'm like, oh, that is really nice! Thank you, Angela! Thank you, girl! Be bringing Impy back into this somehow. Now, out comes the Mudsdale and the Slowbro, so I'm like, oh, how do I fight this? With Laurentia! That's out. Now, I'm gonna go for a Sucker Punch here because, that's pretty much the only option I have against this Slowbro. I tried to go for a Hyper Voice, but the Heavy Slam coming in from the Mudsdale, slamming right into Angela. She's not gonna survive that. She's a Fairy type, and that Mudsdale is very heavy, so that's the end of my Sylveon. Future Sight comes out from the Slowbro. I figured, why is he Slowbro? Why not Mega Evolve Slowbro? And that's because he's got leftovers. So Gravity has returned to normal. There's nothing more I can do here. I bring out Bob. I tell Bob, do something here. And Sucker Punch comes out once again. Gonna be connecting onto Slowbro. Rock Slide comes out from the Mudsdale. It lands on both Pokemon. Laurentia doesn't really care about it. Bob, on the other hand, he's just gonna get critical hitted. That's the end of Bob the Dodrio. And Future Sight comes out. goes to where Bob was, but now it's going to be going on someone else. Now, Trick Room is almost over with. I only have to land one. I only have to survive this one last turn to make some kind of, to be able to do something in this battle. So I have Dust just attack here, try to protect herself. I go for an attack here with Laurentia, trying to knock out the Slowbro. Calm Mind comes out from the Slowbro, gonna be just making my job even harder in this battle. Slowbro is, setting up the Calm Mind counter attack, not able to do anything. Laurentia takes the Future Sight attack, barely clings onto the invisible focus sash that she is wearing. She is wearing a focus sash, but it doesn't activate because, she's already lost HP. But, you know what, she's holding on thanks to her invisible focus sash. Now I Mega Evolve my Absol here. Gonna try to do something here. Try my best to survive this attack. I'm trying to stop the Slowbro from going for an attack. I go for a headbutt into the Mudsdale, pray for a flinch. I get a critical hit, but it's got stamina, so already that's pretty much the end of the battle for me. I can't touch this thing. Slowbro avoids the Stone Edge. Dusk avoids the Rock Slide, but Laurentia does not. That is the end of my Midnight Lycanroc, and Slowbro comes out with the Trick Room. And does take the Future Sight attack, but because she's a Dark type, it doesn't affect her. So now it's Dusk 1v4. What does Impy do? He waves the white flag and just surrenders. He knows there's no hope of victory for him. He's not even gonna try anymore, so. Oh my lord. Like I said, the plans sounded good on paper. Why do I fail with legendaries? I just can't understand it. I'm used to fighting them. I know how they fight. I know how they're supposed to work. But when I try to use them myself, they just can't seem to work. Well, not all the times. A few of them I really understand and I'm just very used to using. And I can just pull them off without any problems. I'll see you all in the next video where hopefully I do succeed. Until then, I'm Impaired to Dabs here for the I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!
I'm taking in what I can get, but I can't find the answers yet. Head in the water, slow my mind. I hold my breath until I'm found.